Aloha. So happy Halloween, and I just want to wish all the Halloween babies happy birthday. Ha'oli lahanau. Aloha wauya oe. I love you all. Um, so I'm gonna do a reading, freestyle reading, and this reading is for 18 years and older. And although I am very clairvoyant, very um psychic, I just said it, psychic. This reading, I'm supposed to say that this reading is for entertainment purposes. I am not a medical doctor. Although I just did a blessing on a paranormal, in a paranormal space. Yeah. And I am charging readings now, you guys. Okay, so it is like, I think I have it for $44.44 for half an hour, like for 30 minutes. And then if you want a blessing, you want me to bless your home or your job, it is $111.11. I am, okay, so you guys, I am overworked and underpaid, so I have to lift up my prices. And I am going to be helping some of our houseless people in my community as well. Like when they move to another house, I'm gonna try and see what I can get them, and that's the money that I earn from this channel. And your donations go to feeding my 6 rabbits and my animals, because my animals need to be respected, they need to be fed, they need to be valued. Animals are our connections. They can feel stuff, they got 6 sense. So I have to raise them, and I'm not gonna apologize because I bust my okole. I bust my elemu. Okay? I bust my elemu and I work hard. Okay? But aloha and mahalo for being here and subscribing to my channel. I have all the love in the world for each and every one of you. Mahalo. Okay? And this is free. What I'm doing here is free. On my Instagram is free. Okay. Mahalo. Aloha. So on my Instagram, I was talking about a little bit about identities and so forth and all this kinds of stuff, because I just did a blessing on my home, and all my crystals are out absorbing the full moon. And taking the opportunity to absorb this full moon. I'm so grateful that I do take the opportunities, and I utilize whatever energy and growth I learn. Hanua, vai, e, and ahi. Okay, so we're gonna start off with some messages for the collective, for my subscribers. Okay, let me ask the question first. Let's see. Mahalo, God of light and truth and goddess of light and truth, thank you so much. So I just sprinkled some salt here and here to purify the space. Thank you so much. Doing this reading for my YouTube subscribers, the collective, and we just want to know what kind of messages can you give us at this time and space and moment. Mahalo. Honua. Bye. And I hope everyone had a safe trick-or-treating, and that everyone is grounded now. Hopefully, I know the energies have been going sideways, upways, downways, and people been a little bit aggressive and feeling really going internally about the past, and we just gotta himolele that. We gotta start forgiving people that hurt us, but that doesn't mean that they can come into our lives and they can just abuse us somewhere. Okay, that doesn't mean that. It's okay to set boundaries, because I have some boundaries. And then I just want you to inform everybody that, like, I'm only going to be collaborating with people from Hawaii. I will be open to buying products from the upper states, but I've been having problem with the postal service. So I'm only going to purchase things from Hawaii and from people that live in Hawaii, only because, like, I can meet up with these people here. Yeah. And I don't have time for shady people, you know, that tell me, oh, I got your stuff and I gotta wait 2 or 3 months. Like, sorry girl, Hawaiian Libra doesn't do that. Hawaiian Libra has boundaries. Yeah, yes. Sorry to no, not sorry. You may feel disappointed that I'm not Miss Aloha. I do have Aloha, but I got some boundaries. Okay, thank you. What kind of things can you tell us for the collective? Mahalo. Moving on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. 8 of diamonds, 7 of clubs, 9 of hearts. Nice. Whoa. Nice. Whoa. Some of you that cut some certain people out of your life, like maybe crazy people. I mean, not like, I'm not talking about people that are like me that think out of the box or liberated, or like you, maybe like you that are liberated. People that have made excuses over and over and ever since you cut them, there's like you've been attracting a lot of love. You've been attracting something new that you love, like place thing, person, place, or thing. You've been attracting could be the love of your life, a partner. It could be like a project, a hobby, something that you're good at. You've been emotional love with family. You've been attracting love in all areas ever since you cut that person out. Like that person was just kind of like being shady, you know. I'm talking about someone that has been I have so many problems. I couldn't do this for you. Like dramas, you know, like ever since you cut the dramas, you've been attracting a lot of emotional love. And then the 7 of and communicating with wealth, because you don't hear that dramas anymore. You don't hear their dramas like, I don't have enough money. I just found out something so sad. Well, like, you know what, you know, either brother or sister, you need to find solutions, you know, stop being so shady. And then you just been attracting this wealth of abundance and this new abundance and this new opportunities, and it's like going to be coming at you like that because you cut that off, you know. You cut you cut their line. So when you went and you cut their line, like you got a double 8, 8 of hearts and 8 of diamonds. And so for me, 8 is like infinity. It's like forever. So ever since you cut that drama out of your life or that relationship, anything, you know, it's like that communication. And it had to happen. That separation, I think, had to happen because the other person has to find time to heal and not try and take your mana, you know. And even if they don't do it intentionally, no, some of them do it intentionally, like, and you know, and you can feel it, but you're trying to be kind and nice, like how you know, like how we're taught to be from when we were in kindergarten. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. God of light and truth and goddess of light and truth. What kind of messages can you give us? Show us clearly. Show us clearly. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to read the reversals both ways because sometimes energy changes and right now it's just changing. So 5 of Spears reverse. This could be like after you've went through these barriers. Like this morning I woke up like a little bit grumpy, and then I found out some disappointing news, small kind news, and then I had to go somewhere, and um to tell you the truth, I still go to the food bank. I still go to the food bank because our family is struggling. And that's one another reason why I had to raise my prices. Our family is struggling. So I still go to the food bank, and we had some miscommunication, and it just was like a little chaotic today. It was just a little bit chaotic. And right now, and then like when I'm blessing my home with some sage, and I forgot what that wood is that smells really good, that I light as well. I'm getting like, anyways, when I find out what it is, then I'll mention it again. And so then I come to a particular room, and I feel like there's this portal, and I feel the energy is different. The temperature is different. The temperature in the room is different. And yeah, it's like this portal in there, like it's communication portal to other dimensions and realms, and the frequency. And I don't have to be a machine, like like how some ghost catchers, they use this machine for activity. My body is the machine that can feel it. So so I had to get my pakai, and my tools and my prayers, and I had to talk story with some of the identities to explain to them that in this physical realm, we're in this flesh realm where some of us are not ready for these messages. Sometimes they like to pick on sometimes identities, they like to pick on people that are innocent, and scare them, and because they get their mana, yeah, from them. And and some of them are lost souls, or there are other identities, or there's different. This particular place just has different portals, and sometimes the portals, one of these portals is like from another dimension, universe, dimension, galaxy, whatever you want to call it, and trying to communicate through flesh, like trying to communicate, like, because we're conduits, right? Trying to communicate to somebody that's unexperienced to communicate to something else. I'm just like, so I had to lay down the groundwork and the communication to them, and say, we're on this plane, we're trying to live peacefully in this physical plane. It's already hard enough. Anyways, I had to have a conversation. That's all. Okay, and then 7 of Spears reverse. So like after, you done, to me this is like done. You done poke the spear. You done defending yourself. And you may be, just walking away from the conflict, but you done protecting yourself. And then here, building, 3 of coins, building your home, your life, your money, your job, elevating. And then this is 10 of coins, abundance. Your abundance is coming, your money is coming. And even though like we're struggling, I know something is coming. I know something is coming, but I gotta set boundaries, because I do a lot of like I work hard, and I do a lot of giving, and Spirit is just telling me, what, like I was gonna burn out the other day. I was just so burnt out, like just overworking and overwhelmed. And Spirit was just saying, Hawaiian Libra, you gotta malama yourself. You gotta try and malama yourself. Okay, and then 5 of coins. You cope, and even though you think that you don't have enough, you really actually are coping and surviving with very little. And you know how. You know how to cope with it very little. Ace of Spears. Some of you are afraid to approach this certain communication with someone, or not ready. Maybe not afraid, but not ready to approach, confront, or approach another situation or a person. That's what this energy is telling me. Not ready, not yet to approach to communicate with someone or take action in something. You guys are waiting. And some of you are waiting because you want to look at every avenues out there. If it's a new job opportunity or a new investment, you're trying to search for everything. Because just like me, like I was scared and fearful to have my own YouTube channel. And then I just started watching other people and saying, you know what, if that person can do that, then I can do it, you know. And like I'm trying to work towards developing a product, and so I'll probably be developing creating a card deck of my own. So and that's going to take some time and energy and effort on my part and hard work. And you know, I just gotta plan well. Yeah, plan well. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. Time management. Thank you, God of light and truth. What else kind of messages can you tell us for the collective? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And earlier the energy was, all day the energy was so intense. Just intense. And now it seems to be settling down. My dogs was going crazy too. Okay, so I picked up more cards than usual, but that's okay. So we got the Ace of Wands reverse. So this clarifies this. See, not ready. The Ace of Spears, like not ready to go into something new right now. Not ready to go into that new relationship. Not ready to, but I think it's more like communication. Not ready to communicate with someone. Maybe you forgave somebody, but you're not ready to really talk to them yet. You're not really, because you know you might say something that you might regret. Like I have a lot of things to say about somebody that hurt me, you know, or maybe that person is not ready to communicate with you. And then the Magician, and we got this the other time. We got this the other in my Instagram reading, the Magician. This, I'm just getting for some of you, this person knows that you know how to manifest. This person knows that you have mana. So that's why they're not ready to communicate with you. And then Knight of Swords. There's somebody coming towards you that, or you're coming towards someone to defend something. Like someone is rushing in, or it could be someone trying to defend your honor. Rushing in to defend your honor and protect you. And then King of Cups reverse. This was upright on my Instagram, but I don't know. I got like this person is trying to take your mana or whatever, but you're like, you know, you have nothing to give them. Like you're grown, you know what I mean? Like not immature like them. They may be keyboard warriors. Like you know, they should have. There's some people that are keyboard warriors, but they're not ready to communicate with you face to face, or they cannot communicate face to face because they believe the lies about themselves, and it's not really you. And then the other Instagram, we had the world like this, but now it's upside down. It's reverse. And this is a Six of Swords. Just moving away from, you're just moving away from negativity and shady people and people that have lower vibrations. You know, you're moving away from that. It's like when you cut that person out that was trying to take advantage because they thought you was nice. And now you get all these abundance come. You get people with level-headed, grounded people that instead of all these crazies, you know, like there's some people that like, yeah, there was this one reggae star that well, like it was a fake Instagram, yeah, trying to say that they liked me and they wanted to get to know me. And some people really eat that up and think that that's really that movie star or that reggae singer. And it's like, that's not them. Why would they be, you know, they're so busy, they have their lives and they have their spouses. Why would they take the time for a fan to manipulate them or lie to them and say that they want a marriage and all this other stuff? I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. Okay, judgment. I'm just getting I don't know, somebody was I'm getting mixed messages, but one of the messages I'm getting is somebody was judgmental about you and they found out that they were wrong. That they were wrong and they're ashamed. They're ashamed. They're hiding it under their pillows. And you know what, we all make mistakes, but they're ashamed of themselves. And right here you got the star card. And you're like just doing your own thing. You're doing your own thing. You may have read somebody off too. Because they're just not ready to be this, you know, like they're not ready. Like, I'm not saying that you're better than them, but it's like you're just grounded and if they could be like this if they ground themselves, you know, if they practice and if they worked hard like you and if they truly, you know, um put a little bit more effort. Put a little bit more effort each and every day. Make goals, you know, when you try notice how many goals that you cross out. That's achievement. You're achieving something. Just imagine if those short-term goals, that one day goals turned into, like, try imagine what you can do if you can cross out all those goals in one day, and then you had these weekly goals, and then you had these short-term goals, and then you had these long-term goals, and try imagine what you can do, you know, with that and expand on that. Yeah. Anyways, mahalo God of light and truth. Thank you, Goddess of light and truth. Thank you. What kind of messages can you tell us for tonight? Sorry. Tonight, tomorrow. Freestyle reading. Ke Kahamapuka. So I guess this is like a cheeseburger, a layer. I got two messages. One is, you know, like it's not saying not to eat fast food, but it's just saying, you know, to make your meals, eat a daily, you know, eat your meals. It's saying that some of you are eating out now, but I'm also getting something symbolic. Like, you know how like a hamburger has bread and it has lettuce and then it has, well, I'm just getting something symbolic too, like in your communication with people. Like, instead of, if some of you work with people, you know, or even like with your family, like when you get into a fight with them and you're like, instead of saying, and I gotta practice this too, because I'm guilty of this. Instead of saying, you hurt me, you did this, you did that, you do stupid stuff, because I'm like that with my daughter. Tonight is her birthday, and this is the first time that I've been without her in 19 years. Every Halloween we've been together, and this is my grandson's first Halloween, and they're in another area right now doing their own thing, and it's hard. It's hard on me, not to be with them and not to see them, not to hug them, and not to know what they're doing. It's been hard. It's been hard for me. And so, like, when we communicate, it's best to say stuff like, how you doing? How are you doing? How's the kids doing? Oh, and then when they tell us something significant, like say, oh, Mom, I signed up for this club, or I signed up for this volunteer job, and I get paid a little bit, and I get to bring my baby, I get to bring my son with me, and it's we should respond like, oh, that's a great idea, I'm happy for you, instead of saying, you can do better than that, how come you cannot do this, how come you cannot, like, I can watch, instead of like putting them down and stuff. It's just good to, when we respond, like, kind of be like reflective and say, hey, that's great that you're helping others, that's a kind deed, that's a heartfelt deed, and that can be on your resume. Think of something positive, and then, like, maybe, like, instead of putting them down, give them tips, instead of saying stuff like, oh, can I make, or maybe asking them, can I make a suggestion, instead of getting disappointed. Like, say your son tells you, oh, Mom, I'm vaping now, and I can't help it, I have to vape, and maybe, like, give them suggestions, like, in a sandwich way, like, okay, so good stuff, and then reflect, and then give the suggestion, kind of like that. That's the message that I got for tell you. And then this card is very interesting, ka'a'ama. Okay, there's two things. I like to eat papa'i or a'ama raw. Yeah, some of you may think that's not attractive, but I mean, that's how we were raised, to eat from the ocean, the mountain. I'm Hawaiian Libra. I live in Hawaii. This is what we ate. And the a'ama that I used to eat was really sweet. But there's a saying about the a'ama crab, like competitiveness, a crab in a bucket jumping up, and I have experienced this even with my own people trying to compete with me when I'm struggling with being a single parent with my child, and I'm like, I just want to get through this job with peace. I don't want to compete with you, and so and now I don't feel totally like that. I feel like an equal. I feel like a team, like I'm finally working for a team, trying to work together with my team members. But I do a lot in readings, and blessing people. I do overwork myself, and I don't know, that's just how I was raised. Like, we always was taught to help others that were in need. That's how. But then I know I gotta set boundaries and limits. But this ka'a'ama crab, I mean, I think for some of you, the competition has really stopped, because now with this COVID, and there's some positive things with this COVID, that people are helping each other, people are praying for each other, people are compassionate and showing compassion, and this is decreasing. This need for competition and capitalism and other stuff is kind of going down in the dumps now. Okay, this is ka'ula lobster. People are getting their abundance like the lobster. Like, how the lobster has flesh and stuff like that. Soft, mushy and soft in the inside and hard on the outside. Yeah, people, there's couple of messages. People are being abundant. Like the lobster, the ula represents abundance where I live. Like in my family, we think of steak and lobster as this gourmet meal. And so people are getting their gourmet meals. And then some other things is, there's some people that you've thought that had like this really tough exterior, but inside they're like teddy bears, and you might come across people like that. Kekini popo, kekini popo. So I just learned, well, I kind of knew this for a while. The Mayans, they're the ones that were playing basketball way before we had NBAs. And they did it during ceremonial purposes. They did it for like with family competitions. Kekini popo, kekini popo. I'm just getting that. I don't know if the NBA started, yeah, but it's gonna be something. There's something spectacular that's gonna be going on in the NBA. That's what I got. Oh, and fun, kahodua. People are gonna have some fun pretty soon. This is the Hawaiian sled, going down on the Hawaiian sled. But people, I guess winter is coming, and some people are gonna be participating in winter sports. And then kala, the sun, the sun. In Hawaii, it gets really crispy. There's this like cold feeling, but the warmth of the sun, and it feels kind of like refreshing. You feel the shift and the change, and it gives kind of a nice feeling. And that's what I'm getting for I think the next couple of weeks. There's this refreshing feeling, even though the energies are like all over the place. Kamikini, kamikini. Check your appliances. Make sure they're not acting up. Like if they're battery operated. Check if the battery needs to be charged, or check if the vacuum cleaner, all the dirt and stuff like that has to be dumped out. This is like a stereo. Not everybody has a stereo like this anymore, but it's just saying check your machines. Kamakini means, I guess, machines. Okay, let's do the Ascended Masters. Going 32 minutes right now. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. God of Light and Truth and Goddess of Light and Truth. I didn't want to make this too long because I know everybody's busy. But if you can watch like 15 minutes one time and then 15 minutes later, or just fast forward to the parts that you like. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. God of Light and Truth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please give us the messages that we need to hear. For my subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. Okay. So we got Lady Nada, mother, wife, sister, daughter. Mother, wife, sister, daughter. This is a time to really embrace our family. Yeah, during this time, love them. Like this, it just been Halloween tonight was really hard for me. Like I just didn't want to dress up, and usually I dress up every year for it, and it was just the mail just kind of irked my brains, because they're not arts. I wanted to be Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. And I actually wanted to be Judy Garland at first. And I was like, no, I'll just be the Wizard of Oz. Because, I watched the movie. And, I just have heart for her. Being a teenage child. And they were forcing pills on her and stuff. And so, but there was complications with with the people that was going to send me the outfit, and they wouldn't send it to Hawaii, and it's because of the postal services of in the other states that don't sent to Hawaii because they're either like got laid off, or because they don't receive additional funding from the Congress. Congress doesn't give the postal services additional funding. Anyways, whole big story about that. Open your heart to love Jesus. Even if you don't like that Republican, you don't like that Democrat, open your heart to love. Just say, you know what? Aloha voya oi. I mean, send love to you so I can, exemplify that, because you're my brother, you're my sister. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're saying. So I'm just going to pour my love on you. That's the best way I can say it right now. Work your magic. Saint Germain. Yeah, a lot of you have so much talent and so much creativity. Work your talent. Don't be afraid. Positive change. Pearl Fati. So this will change into positiveness. Jesus is a great ascended master. Positive change when you shift and you work your magic and you manifest and you love and you do your Care Bear, heart thing going on. I care. I can love. Those kinds of things. A lot of great things happen. Follow your heart, St. Francis. Yeah, use your intuition, your intuitive insight. Follow your heart. If this is a job that you want to be in, the career that you want to take, do it. If it's for the best, if it's best for you, okay? Because we still gotta be watchful, careful. Meditate. Siddhartha Gautama Buddha. Meditation has really helped ground me and has helped me to respond a lot better to people instead of reacting angry, and just instead of throwing blows, and throwing heart energy to them. Yeah. Reiki has helped me a lot. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. God of light and truth and Goddess of light and truth. Oops. Ooh. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to take that. Thank you. Thank you for all these messages. So awesome. Okay, I'm not going to take too much cards because we're already at 37 minutes. Okay, so Nightingale Spirit, love is all around. Love is all around. Take a look, especially like if you have animals, you have plants, you look outside your window, you see children laughing and playing, things like that. So when things are like really bleak and down, or take for example, this beautiful, I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm gonna just bring it to the front so you guys can see this beautiful flower arrangement. So beautiful, yeah. This grows in my yard. Yeah. If you look really good, you can see beautiful things around you, yeah. So Nightingale Spirits right there. Nightingale Spirits. Okay, the next one is Sandpiper Spirit, be playful. So I've been joking around and laughing during these stressful days because it's just been hard. Being overworked, I gotta have this time to, and being uncertain sometimes, I gotta find some kind of humor in it, and everything. And then Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. Yes, sir. This is my card. Okay, when you do business with someone and someone doesn't pull through, you gotta have this armadillo thing and say, you know what? Sorry, boy, or sorry, girl, I'm cutting you off. I'm cutting your line. Oki, that line. Hiya. Yeah. Okay, fox spirit, think on your feet. Think on your feet. Find you sense something kind of funny kind. Um, make sure you make the right decisions about it. You know, you're at your job and you forget something, make sure you got an alternative. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. Okay, if some of you are repeating the same cycle again, this is what frustrates me about my own Kiki, because she repeats the same mistakes sometimes. Yeah, pause and find out, okay, what you doing? How come I doing the same thing again? How come I going into this relationship with lust and I'm not looking at all aspects? You know, try and learn from those past, like why is my behavior like this? Like, why do I want to drink alcohol when I feel uncomfortable in a crowd? Why do I feel like lack of self-esteem? Like, what can I do to change this behavior? Why am I getting into the same relationship like this? Like, why am I attracted to the same type of men or women? Why am I, attracted to these strong women? What happened to me when I was little to make me think like this? There's times when I astral project or I dream or I imagine like myself being less worthy in a relationship, and I'm helping my ex and his girlfriend uplift themselves, and I'm imagining that I'm just like this third wheeler or this third, and I'm like, you know what, screw this, I'm better than that. Okay, you go your separate way and with your little family, and I go and find myself, and even though sad, then I mean, it's weird, but elephant spirit. So what I'm trying to say, the overall energy, what I'm trying to say is, try and pause and try and think, try and go deep, dig deep, and think about, okay, why am I repeating these things? Why am I finding these people very attractive? What happened to me as a child? Why am I allowing these men to talk bad to me? Was men considered dominating in during my childhood or when I was growing up? Like, for me, the first woman that spoke very powerfully, and people treated her equally, like a Kanye, like a man, was Dr. Haunani K. Trask. And I was like, I want to be like her. Man, she just, the whole room and other men, they shake. And 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 I was used to seeing people listen to male dominating figures, mostly white male, right? And going by what they say and listening to what they say, and no, we gotta make corrections with that. We gotta start making those corrections. Like, none of this white privilege or vulnerable, sensitive white stuff. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to explain is that as a Native person, sometimes white people, settlers, they feel alarmed and they feel like they're fragile. They have their white fragileness. But for years, they've been labeling us. They've been categorizing us. Textbooks have been categorizing us. They've been naming us like Micronesia, Polynesia. We already had new names for ourselves, and they eradicated that. So those kinds of, stuff, like those kinds of trauma from when we were younger, that appeared, and we, yeah. Okay, that's all I can say about that, because I can go off. Okay. Be spirit, sweet results awake. All your hard work, it's almost It's going to be November. It's going to be December. 12. If you've been working for 12 months, it's going to show. Whether you've been keeping in shape, eating healthy, or working at any kind of job that you've been doing, it's going to show. It's going to happen. Yeah. Okay, chameleon spirits. Chameleon spirits. Act as if. Act as if. 45 minutes we're going into. Act as if. Act as if you don't know nothing. You know, let the person talk. Sometimes the listener are the most knowledgeable ones. Cow spirit. The miracles are endless. This is a beautiful card. Miracles happen every day. Okay, people heal every day. Squirrel spirit, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Have some courage, yeah. Erase the fear. There's false evidence appearing real. Have the courage. Like, this is a squirrel sitting on an acorn. So in Hawaii we have mongoose and coconuts. But anyways, like the coconut, I guess, and the acorns provide food. Yeah, the coconut tree provides everything. Provides everything, every necessity that you need. And then this one, wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. You can drop some knowledge, activate it. Activate that knowledge into wisdom. Okay, so I'm gonna do one card from the Beyond Lemuria, and then that's it, because we're gonna go into 50 minutes because it just takes a long time to download. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. God of light and truth and goddess of light and truth. Please share us some messages. Okay, so you got air paradigm shift right now. You're going through this paradigm shift, like this blue moon, all the energies, taking everything in. After you watch my channel, maybe your perspective might shift. Yeah, like, oh yeah, she's right. I really gotta, you know, maybe change the way I look at my relationships. You know, crystal keys. You have the crystal keys in the answer to a lot of stuff. Like, you don't have to repeat the same relationships that you have. For years I've been working for dominating women and not really saying my piece, and just, you know, just going along with the flow and just moving and living, right? But not really standing my ground and saying what I want until now. Okay, soul star chakra, merging with the divine. Merging with the divine. Merging with the divine. Being your best self. Merging into your best self. Merging into your best self. That's what they told me. Merging into your best self. Okay, I hope this reading helps. And so I have my readings for 30 minutes is going to be $44.44. If you would like a blessing, it's going to be 1111 which is $111.11. That's basically what I'm going to charge from now on. And because I'm already giving free, you know, already doing the free stuff, so I gotta find some way to make an income to support my family, support my animals, and this is how I gotta do it. But aloha voya oe, and please like and subscribe to my channel, and please visit my Instagram. Thank you.